tutorial that is inspired by Halsey from the Hopeless Fountain Kingdom album, music video Now or Never, and the outtakes from the Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, push the notification button, and let's right get into it. I'm going to be priming my face with Mineral Infused Face Primer by e.l.f. To prime my eyes, I used Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Setting my eye primer with Neutrogena Shine Control Powder. With any translucent powder, your eyeshadow will be easier to blend. And then there's me doing my usual brow routine. To make my brows look more dramatic and bold, also to keep it in place, I'm using the Milani Easy Brow Tinted Brow Gel. The e.l.f. Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette in Summer Breeze. I'm taking the warm toned brown color to my crease, also using it as a transition color. After using it as a transition color, I went back in to make it a lot darker. Using that same color from my crease, I'm also putting it into the lower lash line. Blending away the harsh lines. I'm using the cool tone dark brown color to the outer corner of my eyes. Same thing for the lower lash line, but in the outer area. Blend again for the dark brown eyeshadow. From the Makeup Revolution palette in Iconic 2, I'm taking the gold, like rose gold copper color to put it into my crease using my fingers. Pro tip, using any eyeshadow that is like from shimmery to satin, it's best to use your fingers. Going to be tightlining my eyes with Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Perversion. Preparing my eyelashes by curling them for mascara and false lashes. Today I decided to try something different. So the mascara is by London and Wanderlust. Or Wonder Wand. Okay, I've been listening too much of The Weeknd. Don't mind me. Using the false lashes, Miss Adora in number 28. Going to be contouring my face using a cool tone brown color from the NYX Contour and Highlight palette. Being the first product from Essence, I love the Satin Touch blush because it's not too bright or too dark. It's perfect. After I did my whole face makeup with blush and contour, I realized I forgot to cover my imperfections for this video, so sorry about that. Oh yeah, and especially for that big old pimple on my forehead, I also forgot to cover that, so that's nice. So after I did my concealer, I set it with Airspun translucent powder. Make sure to also blending it. There will be no baking today, as you can tell. Going to be heavily highlighting my cheekbones with Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals. Including the inner corner of my eye so that way it looks a lot natural. And lastly, the brow bone. This is where the fun part of this makeup look that comes into play, the rose face makeup or tattoo. I'm using the M Cosmetics liquid eyeliner to draw roses. I would just sketch it by memory, but it's highly recommended that to have pictures, roses to refer to when doing this. After drawing the roses, I used a white concealer to give it a base for the colors that are about to be used, such as red, orange, green, and black. When you add the colorful eyeshadows on the white base, it might look a little cartoonish, but don't worry about it because that's why the black eyeshadow will be useful. But please use a little bit of black eyeshadow for shading purposes. Along the way, if you lost the details inside of the roses or outside of the roses, don't worry about it. We will be retouching it with a liquid eyeliner. Be careful when using a black eyeshadow because you can mess up really easily if you use too much. I'm using a little bit of an eyeshadow to make the rose tattoo or face makeup a little bit more realistic, like it's coming from my skin. While editing this tutorial, I realized that Halsey actually have her rose tattoo or like face makeup has like little leaves along the lines of her brow bone, like along the temples, but I would refer it to do this to make it look simple and easier to demonstrate. Don't forget to set your face with a makeup setting spray because this is what makes your makeup last longer, especially for the rose tattoo. For the lips, I'm using the NYX Liquid Suede in Kitten Heels. If you're not all about that bold lip color, then the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in Seduction would be a good alternative if you wanted to keep it neutral and wearable. At this point, it's optional to add more roses and leaves along your cheekbones or that goes up until along your temples. As I'm like editing and watching what I just filmed, I realized I forgot to remove the voice styles mark or nicotine mark on my neck. So haha, there you are. That's cool. After adding minor details or drawing more roses, don't forget to set your makeup with the setting spray. It is very important to do that. So here you go, and that's the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. Push the notification button if you do subscribe, so that way you'll know when I post. I'll see you later. Bye. I defy you, stars!